Hey Bundy, you know how cute I always think everybody is. Now we get a chance to hear from them. All right, welcome back to another episode of Live, Laugh, LLLxo, the podcast with me, your girl Lotus Lane, and I'm here joined by my co-host.
I'm Bundy, y'all. What's happening?
And we have a special in-studio guest, Miss Dominique Toney, actress, singer, songwriter extraordinaire. Very happy to have her here.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Okay.
You are so talented, so beautiful.
Aww.
You do singing, you do acting, you do songwriting. Which do you find your heart is in the most? Like, which do you love the most?
Okay. It's twofold. What do I make the most consistent money in?
Oh.
Music, okay?
Really?
But yes, consistently. But acting, there is just a joy that comes with a scene partner and that chemistry. And so I think at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't want to have to choose. I don't know. But I will say this, with music, you have more autonomy. Like, you can pave your own path forward in a way that with acting, you're like waiting for the audition. You're waiting for the, you know what I mean? But with music, it's like, no, I'm going to go record this song right now. I'm going to go do this show for free and, have more, I think, freedom.
Oh, so that is interesting that you say you actually make more money in music. A lot of people I know that do music feel that it's hard. Wouldn't you say that it's hard to make money in music?
Yeah, I'm around a lot of independent artists, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the climate of how music is nowadays and how companies deal with artists and stuff. They want you to have 1 million followers, right?
Yes.
They want you to already be torn, already have 1 billion fans.
Yes.
So it's just so different than it was before.
Well, listen, tell them to come to the school of Dominique Toney.
Oh.
No, because there are all these avenues. You can, like I'm going to call it wedding singing, but, I sing for millionaires and billionaires every week.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, damn, girl.
They fly in us to
Flex.
their houses, okay?
Flex.
So, do you know what I mean? Now, it may be a wedding, but
wow,
they fly in us out.
Yeah.
Okay?
You get fluked out.
We get fluked out. And, there's all, you can write music for sync, for commercials, for the placement. So, there's avenues to make your money, you know?
I hear you.
So.
Do you think maybe some independent musicians are too focused on the fame aspect or making it big in that sense, where people would publicly see them?
Yes.
Because I didn't know about singing for millionaires weddings, but I guess they are getting married all the time, and they do want fabulous singers there.
Absolutely. Not only their weddings, but their 50th wedding anniversaries, their children's 18th birthday parties.
Yeah, they're not hiring a DJ.
Quinceañera.
They're hiring real people, real talent.
A band.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I got you.
But I do think you're right. I think that some musicians are just one track minded in terms of I gotta be famous. I gotta hit it big on TikTok. And it's no, there's a whole other avenue where your face is not recognizable, but you're paying your bills. You're able to save. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's cool. So when did you get into acting and singing and songwriting? When did you have that creativity start budding out of you?
Well, my parents are in the entertainment industry, so I think it just was natural. You're gonna learn to play piano at 6 years old. You're gonna be, at Barry Gordy's house at 6.
Hold up, what do your parents do?
Wait.
Who are your parents, money? Let's get a little fucking better.
Okay. I know. My dad is a musician, composer, arranger, musical director. So all things music. Behind the scenes, he's that's my dad, and then my mom is a costume designer.
Oh, that sounds amazing!
It's really
oh my
fun.
God, you probably grew up
got the
with so many
one-stop
fabulous
shop.
fashions all around you, and singing influences.
Yes.
Okay, you are really, really blessed.
No, it is a blessing. I'm blessed because I've seen my parents do what they love since I was a baby. Yeah. So I just grew up thinking, oh, you have to do what you love.
Yeah.
There's no day job. There's no plan A or B. You do what you love, and that is it.
I love
That's
that.
it.
Oh my God. Look at the outcome, y'all.
Oh.
Look at your baby.
Yes. Thanks, parents. Yeah.
So when would you say in acting you got your first big break, big job where you're like, wow, okay, I'm going to keep
commercial
doing it.
play.
Yeah, either one.
Well, I'll say this. There's a part of me that's I haven't had that big break. Do you know what I mean? There's a part of me that's I'm still waiting for it. But,
Okay.
let me open my mind and really, okay. 10 years ago, I booked one Payless shoes commercial. And let me just tell y'all, let me just do a quick little aside.
Yeah, shout out to Payless. Do you remember that?
Are they still here?
No.
They
out.
went bankrupt. Yeah.
I can see that.
But let me
they
say
had
this.
a moment in time.
They did. And let me tell you, one little commercial, and it ended up being a year and a half. Me and the other girl, Silvana, shout out Silvana, we were the spokespeople for Payless Shoes. And so they flew us out to Chicago where they filmed the commercials every month for a year and a half.
Oh my God.
We did. I think we did 14 or 15 commercials.
That's dope.
It's so dope. And let me tell y'all, I'm just such a firm believer of what's for you will never pass you by. Because let me tell you, I did the audition and they called me in for the callback. The callback was at 9 a.m. on a Thursday. At the time, bless my parents, I was living with my parents trying to save some money, and they live in the Valley, and this audition was in West Hollywood. So I was in traffic.
That track. Yeah, you had to make that track.
You guys, I was 20 minutes late to the callback.
Oh, no.
To the point that my agent was like, "Where are you? They are waiting for you."
Oh no!
Okay, like your worst nightmare.
He got the call even.
Yes. So I come in, I'm sweaty. The casting director's like, "Sweetie, you're fine. Go to the bathroom. You're good. We are waiting for you, but you're fine." So I go in there. I do it. I left convinced. Why would they choose me?
Yeah.
I'm late. I was sweaty. I got a call an hour later. The job is yours. They are flying you out in 2 weeks.
Love it.
So what's for you truly?
Yeah.
Will never pass you by because what is for you is yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. And talking to actors, I feel like that's when they've gotten their roles. They'll be like, "Yo, I didn't think I was gonna get this," because usually it's like, "Yo, I rocked that audition."
And
you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, "Yo, they can't even think about nobody else but me." But
100%.
then the ones you're just like, "Yo, I had no idea."
Yeah.
You get a call like, "Nigga, me?"
I agree. Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah, you got to spend time in Chicago.
Giving you a full year turn too. That's like you're locked in, like you're brand ambassadoring.
100%, and it kind of like set me up financially to be like, okay, this is what it's like to have a little bit of money to save, and then from there, commercial. So it's good.
And what was your favorite part about being in Chicago?
Oh my God, Chicago in the summer. Yo,
it's humid as hell, though.
Well, humid, but it's so beautiful. What's it called? Millennium
Park.
Yes,
yeah,
Millennium Park.
The Miracle Mile.
Yes, the Garrett's popcorn, y'all. I'm a popcorn fan, so Garrett's popcorn. It was like, this is little Chicago town. It's cool. Yeah.
It's so I'm from Chicago. It's hard to believe that I guess it was ranked second most beautiful city in the world, and I'm just like. I mean, but
it was beautiful.
I live in a hood, so it's like.
But you got the water, you got the skyline.
Go near the bean and stuff like that.
There's so many things to do. Every city, every part of the city. Well, first of all, Chicago is the most segregated city in America. It is definitely the most segregated city. But every part of the city has so many different things you can do, and I love it. All right, we can move on. I just love Chicago.
Look at him getting sentimental.
Chicago. I ain't been back in a little bit.
You haven't?
We did an open mic there a couple months ago, but I was only there for a day.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Chicago.
Well, you say you do not think that you've experienced your big break yet, but I beg to differ.
Oh, Lord.
All of us in this room just saw you literally cut a motherfucker's head off in the most recent.
The way you was just sitting there staring at dude, man, that's like a nightmare in itself, bro. If I ever woke up, my girl staring at me like that, I'm moving out.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, so you are in the black horror film, The Deliverance, on Netflix. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, where have you been? Because it's been the buzz of the late summer. And
number one movie.
Yeah.
Number one movie on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is I was following your story and I saw you at the premiere and I didn't realize you had a role in it. I knew you're an actor, so I knew, okay, you get invites to things like this. And I'm sitting there watching it, the movie, it has its wild moments here and there. And you are very calm, and it's a very calm moment in the movie. And I really was not expecting this, y'all. And she I literally jumped and screamed, and I had to rewind it because I was not expecting that from you. You're so sweet. Aww. You're so kind. Yeah, look at you. But you got that evil in you, girl. The way you just switched, that look in your face.
I know. And
yeah.
And it's because the character, is possessed by a demon living in the house, and so you don't expect that she's about to take her whole family out.
You did that.
Yeah, you did do that. You did do that. And you did actually scare me a little bit. I'm serious. But how did you even think to be I'm down to do this role? Because I saw a lot of people online being very resistant to even watching this movie.
I know. Well, First of all, when an audition comes in, you got to take it, right? So I was like, okay, here we go. I looked at it and I was like, Lee Daniels, yes, like that is someone I would love to work with. But y'all, I read the sides. They call them sides when you're auditioning.
Okay.
I read it and I was like, I don't understand this. What's happening? Why did she do that? They didn't give me.
Did
the
they
script.
just gave you?
Oh yeah, just that part where she's just chopping heads.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And having me right, so
yeah.
Listen, shout out to my coach Bezod, who helped me. Bezod is a coach on an acting coach on The Chi and some other shows, but he helped me figure it out.
Chi-Town shout-outs
today. I know. Listen,
we in here.
Something's in the air, but he helped me figure out how to approach it. I did the self-tape, and again, similar to the Payless audition, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't get that. I didn't understand it, and it's Lee Daniels. I'm sure he's going to go for some half A-list, B-list actress, right? And got a text message 2 days later, like, so are you available in a week and a half to fly out?
She's steady getting fluked out, y'all. Shout out to getting fluked out.
Right, yeah. Where did they film this at, anyway?
In Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, it was in
Pittsburgh. Yeah. But the movie, it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
That is in Gary, Indiana.
Okay, and speaking of the true story, I did also do my research and I watched Demon House, which is on Tubi, incidentally, and it's about the true story, and that was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, like both stories are scary, and I just thought like the interpretation of Deliverance that you're in was really unique in that I don't think we've ever seen exorcism with black characters.
I agree.
I didn't even know it could happen.
I know. Okay.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be what kept a lot of viewers and people online saying that they refuse to even watch it. Especially with black people and the way we like regard
and
religion.
black Christians,
Yeah,
right?
It's like you letting the devil in your house.
That's
just
what
watching it.
Yeah, that's what I saw people saying. Like, you're gonna open up a portal.
Yes,
you're gonna let
I
demons
know.
in. I was like, wow. I mean,
yeah, I
did watch it alone. I hope that didn't happen.
I honestly, no, I don't subscribe to that. I feel like you're susceptible to whatever if you think you're susceptible to it, then it happens. But I mean, I will say this. I showed up to set with Sage just to make sure.
I know that's right.
I wasn't bringing nothing back with me.
Yeah.
And that also that I could just, snap out of it.
Yeah.
And,
You wasn't a method actor that? She couldn't be at home alone.
Staring your mans down.
Wait, hold on. You still shooting that? I'm going to stay in a hotel, yo. I'm going to just be in a hotel till you finish that movie. That's just wild.
That's crazy. So do you like horror movies on your own?
I do.
Oh, okay, good. I love that.
Project. What's the movie with Toni Collette that came out a couple years ago? The
Hereditary. Oh, shout outs to our producer over there.
For real, they need to start like respecting the horror genre when it comes to getting awards. Because they be acting like a motherfucker.
I agree.
Especially at this point.
100%. What you guys last year? What was the black horror movie that was funny that everyone?
It was like a parody.
It was like a parody.
The Blackening?
The
Blackening was actually so good. It was funny.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. It was funny and scary.
Yeah.
It had its moments.
It did.
Yeah.
Which is on.
But I think that's what's kind of fun about black horror is that comedy aspect.
Is at the forefront.
Yeah.
We have to
right.
Absolutely. Which is what I honestly appreciated about the Deliverance, even though it was like, what's going on? You had those little moments.
Let me tell you
my God.
part of this movie that I rewound 3 times.
Okay.
Can you guess? Don't even worry about it.
Right.
Close?
No.
Oh. You mean Glenethea close?
Oh yeah.
She brought her Glenethea out.
But the part where the main character, when she was in the basement,
Ebony,
she slid on her knees. And went straight into tongues.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, yo, hell no. The slide was so clean.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off. Yo, I rewinded that shit 3 times. Let me just see the slide. Oh my God, that was amazing. If you ever see her again, tell her that slide was clean. I don't know how they did it.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is another amazing actress too, because I've seen her in person and she's another calm, beautiful energy presence, just like you, grounded.
Yeah.
And to see her cussing motherfuckers out, slapping kids and shit, and talking crazy, I was like, oh my God, she has it in her too. Like, it be them quiet ones. You really do have to look out for them, them sweet ones, because they have that crazy deep down inside.
I need to know what Glenn Close did when she was younger. What was she doing?
And what kind of men she was into.
Oh, you know.
Oh my goodness. It's just so funny how this role for her like opened up the floodgates for so many people being reinvested and reinterested in her and like talking about her accolades or lack thereof even as an actress because she's never even won an Oscar for as amazing as she is.
And y'all know there's a Dalmatian in this house right now. There's a Dalmatian in this house right now. Truly. But no, like there was something I want to say. I was like, yo, so since we know what kind of men she was into in this movie back in the day, I was thinking Omar Epps had no reason to be in this movie. I was like, they just put him in there to just be a random love interest that made no sense.
I mean,
I'm like, why was he trying to smash on Glenn Close?
He wasn't. You saw she was the aggressor.
She was pushing. She was pushing up on him.
He walked up, put his arm on the thing right away, like
at the party. But I do.
No, at the clinic.
Oh,
at the little doctor's office where she was getting her little chemo.
Yes,
do you think she's like one of those ladies though that like she spoils her man's a little bit, so you know he has to come over there and like
like she cooks for him.
You got to do his part. Yeah, you know he has to do his part. You know, make her feel sweet.
Yeah. Well, you don't think that Omar was necessary to show that despite this like mother who's probably been a little bit absent from her daughter's life, that she still is feeling herself despite her cancer diagnosis, and that this man represents like she's still feeling herself.
But he was a younger man and everything.
For me, it was the fact that it was Omar Epps. I was like, yo, I haven't seen him in nothing in a minute.
Yeah.
And then you pop out and you trying to smash on Glenn Close, man. Like, what?
Who would have thought in the 90s, like back in the 90s, that Omar Epps and Glenn Close would be sharing a ghetto fab love story in 2024?
I can't even picture her regular. I picture her as the demon, like at the end right now.
Wow, like, she really went off with that acting part too, because I've never seen. I mean, there were so many parts in this movie that I had to rewind and just be like, what the fuck am I seeing right now? What is happening? What just got said? I actually did have to go back and watch it again twice.
Yes.
I missed so much from my own reactions of what am I watching right now.
And you're watching it at home too.
Yeah.
So like there's a difference between watching it in theaters and watching it at home. At home I might just step away, go use the bathroom. Like might not even pause it. I'm just listening like
Yeah, I saw it in the theaters at the screening in LA. I have not seen it at home yet. I will do a second watch though because I'm sure I missed things. But But yeah, it was a star-studded cast that you found yourself among. So in my opinion, I feel like that is definitely like you've come to a big break moment in acting because you're there with Glenn Close, Omar Epps. Who's the other one? Monique.
Monique is in there.
I cannot pronounce her name, but
Anjanou
Ellis Taylor. Yes.
And Andre Day.
Andre Day, little boy from Stranger Things.
Yes. Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah. Like I was like, damn, they got everybody in here.
Yeah. That was fingers crossed. Dear Lord, I hope you hear me. Hopefully it opens some doors. I know my agent was like, Dominique, your performance, I'm going to use this clip to pitch you for so many things. So I'm really hoping it opens at least a couple doors that I wouldn't have previously gotten into.
It will.
Yeah,
this is a manifestation podcast right now.
Yeah.
We're about to see her. Tony, she got to win a Tony.
Dominique Toney needs a Tony. Duh. Said it here first.
Can you imagine the Deliverance, the musical?
Oh,
that might actually be
like,
amazing. Yeah, that might actually be amazing. Right, because it has so many like fun moments that it would be funny to see it interpreted for the stage. Yeah. Honestly.
All right, since we are on the vein of movies, you mind if I ask this question?
Yeah, go.
I have to ask this question because I have to know.
Okay.
If you could recreate a movie and play a role in that movie, what movie would you pick?
Oh, wow. Recreate and play the role? Because
I say for me, I want to be Mike Lowry. The first Bad Boys.
Oh,
Mike Lowry.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord. Did y'all see that movie?
I haven't seen Bad Boys 4. There's a lot of Bad Boys, and I realized I've only seen the first one, so I started to do the rewatch, and I'm only in the middle of Bad Boys 2.
Okay. I do think you don't need to watch the others to watch this last one. The story kind of. You think so?
You got to watch 3 because
I didn't watch 3, but I kind of picked up on what
you got. The sun reveal in 3.
Yes, honey.
3 is the. What we got to say about the sun?
No, honey, he fine.
Okay, so I definitely can't skip over 3 then.
No, you can't.
That is the worst movie in the franchise.
Wow,
it goes for me nostalgia 1. But 2 is actually better than 1 because like they got a bigger budget and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so 2 won 4 then 3.
2, 1, 4, 3. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. So but what movie?
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Would
Okay.
Could you?
Okay, I grew up watching this movie, Mrs. Doubtfire. But I want to play the mom.
Oh, Sally
I
Field.
want to play Sally Field.
That would
I've
be
never
fun
seen
to
Mrs.
see a
Doubtfire.
black
Family.
Mrs. Doubtfire, actually.
Oh, okay.
That would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So who would you cast to
As
be
the
the black
man,
Mrs.
yeah.
Oh my, you guys.
No, that would like I gotta know.
We're panning this movie out right now.
Jay Ellis.
Jay Ellis?
Jay Ellis from Insecure.
Yeah, I was gonna say the boyfriend from Insecure.
Yeah,
Oh,
do
that
you
would
think
For
he
Mrs.
could-
Doubtfire?
Yeah.
I think he can do it. Why not?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. He has nice, smooth skin. He does
does.
kind of have like a slim, pretty nose.
Yes.
I feel like I could see it. He has nice.
You got to be
thick
able to see him
lips.
in a dress though, as an old lady.
Well, I mean, it's just all hair and makeup, the hair and makeup magic.
nice
But like, you
dress.
need a nice base at first. I mean, even Robin.
I'm just be
Williams
honest.
didn't
I
have
have
a very
never seen
feminine
Mrs.
base.
Doubtfire.
What?
I've seen clips of it. Like I know the gist of it, but I've never seen it from beginning to end.
Iconic.
Yeah,
Iconic.
I love
need to
Robin
go
Williams,
home.
though,
You
like-
need to go home tonight and watch it.
Yeah.
It's
Watch
so
me
good.
some Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really fun.
I'm gonna smoke a joint. Watch Mrs.
Yeah.
Doubtfire, y'all.
Yeah. You know what I recently watched the other day was Elvira, the original Elvira.
I've never seen it.
Okay, it's from 1988 or something like that, and
Was that the
there
Addams
is
Family?
just no. Yeah, she has that look. It's like goth look, and what the fun thing about it is she's just like a sexy gothic chick, and she comes to this town. Her car breaks down, and she just wows the townspeople with like her fun spunk and personality. I watched this when I was little, and I just remember like, wow, it's fun how she's like shaking up the boring people. Watching it as an adult, I'm like, every other joke is a dick joke. And a sex joke. She made like something dropped on her head, and the guy was like, "Oh, how's your head?" And she was like, "I've never had any complaints." And I was like, "I am dead."
Elvira.
Yeah, I was like, "Girl." And
Freaky.
why were family members putting this on for us children to
No,
watch?
I was
There was a
watching
full-
movies like they throw
Yeah,
some weird
there was
shit
a
in.
full 5-minute montage at the end of her just like with tassels on her boobs, and she's just like 5 minutes worth. Like
Oh
this.
my
Listen,
God.
that's 5 minutes worth of film that was greatly spent. Okay?
I bet.
No complaints.
We're sex positive over here, so yes,
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
agree. But it was just
The tassels.
hilarious that this is a family film focused on boobs and sexiness.
Yeah. Okay, now I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely a must watch for the camp and TNA and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah. But yeah. So anyway, speaking of acting, do you say that you have like an acting like inspiration or someone that whose career you really admire?
Yeah. I really love Vanessa Williams and Barbra Streisand's careers
Ooh,
because they're so multifaceted.
totally.
Vanessa, we've got Broadway, we've got TV, Ugly Betty, we've got movies, Soul Food, we've got a whole music career, #1 albums and singles. Do you know what I mean?
Save the best for
She was
last.
Miss USA
Oh,
too.
Yes.
right?
You see what I'm
that
saying?
song used to break my heart when I was a little kid, and I
Absolutely.
didn't even have my heart broken yet.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, he's already breaking my heart, and I haven't even met this man.
Yes, absolutely. So I just think she wow, she hit every. That's the
Yeah.
kind of career I want to have.
Yeah, I
And
can
then,
see
you know-
that now with your singing, songwriting, acting,
Yeah.
everything. I really love that you mentioned her because that's not an actress a lot of people usually call out.
Absolutely.
But once you start like naming all the
She was in
actors,
Soul
like,
Food.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
she's done everything.
She's
she
done
really
everything.
has. She was the first black Playboy model too, as a matter of
Absolutely.
fact.
And
And
she
she was a bad girl because she got it taken away. Her
Oh,
title for
that's
being Miss
right.
America being in Playboy.
Yeah.
It was like she did too many firsts at once. They couldn't handle it.
Absolutely. And I feel the same way about Miss Barbra Streisand, you know? Albums, Broadway,
Yeah.
movies, directing, you know. So
Right.
I just, and Brandy, I feel like Brandy's in that.
Oh yeah, she's
We don't
getting
know-
there too now. She's
TV,
starring in a new
movies.
scary movie coming out where it's like the grandma's
out
being
now.
creepy or something.
I don't know
Yeah.
the premise of it, but I see Brandon's face on it.
Yeah, from the trailer, it seems like the mother-in-law grandma lady's being really creepy with her.
Okay.
And maybe there's like some racial tension. I don't know. That's already scary to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never want some racial tension. Ooh,
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
that's awkward.
Yep.
All right.
Says the two in the interracial relationships.
That's why shit gets awkward. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, you got you a white man?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you a white man.
She got her some vanilla.
Is he seasoned though?
Very seasoned.
He's seasoned?
He from Tennessee.
I don't know what that means.
It means he knows good food. He knows
Down
good
south.
music.
Mm-hmm.
He a Southern boy.
What he dressing like? He got the khaki shorts with the boat shoes?
Nah.
Okay.
He got
You guys look
Nikes.
very
Okay,
cute
okay.
together. Yeah.
I keep saying, love finally knocked on my door. It's
Hey.
been a long
How
time.
long y'all been together? What you like about him the most?
Oh my God. Aw.
Not this being an interview.
Right?
Okay.
We're diving deep into the love life of Dominique Toney.
Of Dominique Toney. Okay, 6 months, so very new.
Oh.
But we know. We
When you feel it, you feel it.
We
and
know.
you know.
Listen, we looking at wedding venues.
Hold up, man.
Ooh,
Do y'all
rings?
poop in front of each other? Y'all
Oh
poop?
my
Not
God.
poop, but we pee in front of each other.
Okay, y'all passing gas in front of each other. Like how comfortable
That is
are we
love.
here? 'Cause
Recently, yes.
Okay, because I can't marry somebody I can't pass gas
Absolutely.
in front of.
Oh yeah, no.
I want it to be a competition.
So
too, you know what
in
I'm
which
saying?
case you're probably trying to marry everybody since you're passing gas everywhere.
Dead good.
Not in front of y'all like that. Like it'll be like, hey yo, check this out.
But
And then she just be like, niggas. Of course she's not saying the N-word though.
anyway,
All right, my bad.
so
Yes.
speaking of acting,
Okay.
we worked together on a film recently. And I got to be your intimacy coordinator. It was such an honor. That was my first time meeting you and working with
Yes.
you. And we also had to work through a little bit of tension on set, and we got
Ooh.
through it.
Yes.
And we are still waiting for the film to be released. It's
Yes.
in post-production now, as far as I
It
know.
is. It's going to be on Tubi.
Yes.
My
look out for
understanding
it.
is it's coming out Valentine's Day.
Oh my God. So, okay. So in
Right.
2025.
Perfect shirt for the occasion.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That will be very cute. And I feel like there are some interesting. Oh, I didn't coordinate every scene in this film, just so you know. I came in halfway. I had to come in and
You relieved someone of their position.
I had to come relieve some stress, relieve
y'all-
some
yeah.
positions,
y'all got some
and
tea?
just take care of some stuff.
Do they have some tea?
The previous intimacy coordinator just was not a good fit for the production. She was stirring drama and pitting people against each other. And she came in for the last day, which was, I think, the heaviest intimacy work with me and the other girl.
Yeah. Some
Okay,
girl.
same sex, girl sex scenes. It was fun.
It was fun, and that's always the challenge, is working with different situations on set. You never know what you're going to come into, whether it be like with the actors themselves or the set environment. Thankfully, you two were so easy to work with, and then the costume. La, shout outs to La. She like it was
She's
just
so
made
great.
it a dream team. Like it made it like such an easy, fun experience. But hopefully, you guys will see that. I think it's called One Night Stand.
They changed the title.
Oh well, we'll see. There's a scene with a threesome that I had nothing to do with, but you'll see the girl go down. But speaking of sex scenes and you getting roles like that, like how do you even determine like your boundaries or your limits when you're choosing a role that has a sex scene in it?
Well, that was my first project doing any sex scenes.
Oh, truly?
And
Oh,
yeah, so
whoa.
that's why that was part of the reason why I was like, I want to do it just so I can try something new.
Yeah.
So I don't. I'm just starting to think about
of
that
what that
question and what those boundaries are moving forward. I was
Yeah.
okay with everything we did on set.
That's good.
There were some things that they ended up having to cut out because other people weren't comfortable with the things in the script. And
that does happen.
it does. And
Consent
honestly,
changes, and you have to be able to adjust.
absolutely. And honestly, now that I look back, I'm like, I'm glad they cut that. We didn't need
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
I'm just now starting to think about what am I not comfortable doing, especially now that I've got, a partner that will, be getting married. And it's like, I also want to respect his
Boundaries.
Yeah, as an actor, how do
yeah.
you navigate being in a relationship and doing sex scenes and stuff like that?
He said he okay with it as long as I don't fall in love with my co-star. I said, bet.
That's good.
I'm not gonna lie, most of the time sex scenes be
that's
just
a good partner.
not needed in movies. Like it just be like you can just kiss, fade out. Like they show us the whole thing. It'd be like 5 minutes. I'd be like, yo, that didn't progress the movie
I
at
will
all.
say there are moments where the sex scene kind of can display a certain power dynamic that may not have been seen otherwise in a fade out, or it could display a certain like changing of energy in a certain character if they like switch out and like chop a motherfucker's head off in the middle of a sex scene, anything could happen.
Did you do that in this movie?
No.
No.
But, you know, I do kind of relish the fact that now we're being more mindful with the placement of sex and sex scenes in movies.
Yeah.
It's not so much just like 5 minutes of titty shaking for no reason just to fill up the last 5 minutes of the movie, even though we're not complaining about that at all because it was thoroughly entertaining and very glittery, I might add.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like those explicit over the top sex scenes we're kind of moving away from now, and we are exploring still showing sex scenes but with more of the actors, you know, comfort levels in mind.
Yeah. And that's what I loved about working with you. It felt like choreography. It was like, okay, you'll put your right hand on her cheek, you'll move it down to her chin, you'll lift the chin up, you'll kiss, you'll move it down to her right breast. Like it was like, okay, now so we weren't thinking about, oh my God, you know, it was like, okay, am I moving fast? You know, it was choreography, and it really just, I think, for our movie, highlighted the sensuality. I remember that being something the director saying, like, this isn't about fucking, this is about sensuality. This is about two women who have found something in each other that they have not found anywhere else, and highlighting that. So that was fun. It was really, really fun.
I'm so glad.
And you know what also was fun about doing the sex scene, that I was like, I honestly think it blossomed something in me, like flirting on camera and having someone touch you. I was like, this is what it feels like to be desired. And sometimes in your regular waking life, people aren't actively flirting with you.
You're not performative in that way.
Yeah, so this really was like, oh, I'm reminded of what flirting with another person is like, and it really made me feel like, oh, I feel special.
Maybe when you get home, you turn on your camera on your phone with you and your man and do a little like on-camera flirtation, because you're right. That's one of the things I love about adult industry performance, porn performance, is that it's like an extra energy charge just like runs through you, that adrenaline rush of like, ooh, there's a viewer and there's you to stimulate. So
very cool. Yeah.
Oh.
With that said,
so if you had to role play, what kind of role play would you and your man want to do? Like, what would you?
Oh my, we're gonna save that for the next
So yeah, is there anything else that you'd like to promote or share about yourself, or let people know where to find you before we say goodbye?
Sure, you can find me on Instagram at Dom Toney, same as Facebook and same on Twitter, same on TikTok. Website DominiqueToney.com, and I just released a single called Up. It's a very positive, fun, upbeat song. Go stream that. The music video's out too, and enjoy.
Thanks. We will check that out.
Yay.
Right,
thanks
bye,
for having
everyone.
me.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming.
Yay.
Aww. There's still a sip. Hold on.
Bad luck.
Oh.
There was a little drop in there. There was a drop in there.
And every drop counts.